Howdy guys, what's up? Chris Udemy here. Lovely to see you all again. Today we're going to be looking at the classic solo from Panama by Van Halen. Let's take a look. Alright guys, so this is essentially in E flat standard. I know it's probably like at 431 cents. Whoever you are, if you're going to write in the comment section, it's actually this, I don't care. Close enough will be E flat standard, which goes E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, and another E flat. So get yourself in tune and we'll get started. Alright guys, let's have a look at the first section. I'm going to start off with a flat pointer covering 7 of the first 2 strings, and then I'm going to have a bend from 9 of the 3rd, and we're going to have this. Basically exactly the same thing 3 times in a row. So I've got the bend into the double stop twice. So I'm doing bend on 9, and then the 1st and the 2nd string on 7. Playing those 2 notes together, and then I'm going to play them all together with a backstroke, then bring that bend down. At the end of that, I'm going to pull off to 7 from the 9th fret. So we've got, at the end of that, I'm going to play a regular 9 and then a bent 9 and vibrato the crap out of it. You can add some whammy, but I try not to overdo it because it can be a little bit silly. So let's have a look at what we've got thus far from the start at a gentlemanly pace. Hopefully that's all making sense. And then I've got to bend into quite a delicious hasty phrase. So I'm playing this. Then I'm going to play this. I'm going to play 7, 10, 7 as a hammer-on pull-off and jump to 9 of the 3rd. And then after that, I'm going to play this phrase. So what I'm doing here is I'm playing 7 to 10 on the 2nd string as a hammer-on, then playing 7 of the 1st string. And then after that, I'm returning to 10 of the 2nd string, pulling off to 7, and then jumping to 9 of the 3rd. Altogether, we're going to have 6 notes. Okay, so let's go from that little bendy bit. Okay, so after I've just done this 6-note phrase, I'm actually going to do exactly the same thing twice. So what you can do, you can add in like little economy picks from those moments there. You could do an economy pick into a back pick as well. So you're going to get, that was a big sentence. You're going to have sort of a mini sweep and then another back pick, if that makes sense. Or you can do the economy pick into a down pick, if that makes more sense as well, which would be this. Anyway, we're going to do that group of 6 twice. And then that'll lead us to the next chunk. So let's go from that bend idea again. We're going to have a group of 4 and 2 groups of 6. At the end of that, let's slow that down. I'm going to play 7 of the 2nd string and then roll from 10, 9, 7 as pull-offs on the 3rd string, and that's playing the cheeky flat 5. At the end of that, I'm playing 9 of the 3rd, and then a bend from 7. You'll notice I'm using my middle finger, because trying to do it with my pointer finger sucks. You might have a stronger pointer finger than me. Good for you. But for those of you who are chumps like me, going at it with the middle finger and the pointer and kind of twisting your wrist as well. It's a good way to get the full tone bend there. At the end of that, we're going to finish that bar off with an offbeat bend from the 9th fret, and that'll get us ready for the taps for the start of section 2. So the most recent chunk I'll play again slowly. Alright, let's go right back to the start of the section, play it again at a gentlemanly pace, and then again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. guys, let's have a look at the second section. I'm going to borrow that bend, that full tone bend from 9 of the 3rd string from section 1, and we're going to lead that into the section 2, where we've got this tapping sequence. So from that bend up, I'm going to hold it there from the 9th fret up a full tone. I'm going to play 14, 12, 14, 16, and then 14, 12 again. So we're going to go like this. At the end of that last one, I'm going to bring the bend down. So we're going to bend up, do those 6 taps, and then I'm going to bend it down from 9 of the 3rd string. At the end of that, I'm going to do a pull off into a hammer on, and then when I get back to that note, I can either pick it again. I'm going to go into a bend, but also do a quick whammy flutter as well, which is kind of strange because I'm bending up to a note, but the flutter is going to make it flatter as well. So sort of bending sharper and then flattening down. But it's a pretty cool sound. So we're going to go. After I've done that bend into the flutter, I pull off to 7, and then do a quick hammer on pull off there. That was hammering back to 9 and pulling off to 7. So let's go right back to the start of the section. I'll play it at a gentlemanly pace, and then we'll add the last chunk of the solo. Hopefully that's all making sense. Then I work into this phrase. So I've got 2 sort of slight bends, like a half or a quarter on 7 of the 3rd string. I want to do that twice. At the end of the second one, I'm going to play 9 of the 4th and 9 of the 5th. And I'm going to do it again, but just do a single 7 bend. And then I'm going to play those 2 9s a little bit faster. So all together. At the end of that, what I've got here is I'm playing 8 7 5 on the 5th string. For some reason on this angle, I can get away with just using my pointer finger if I twist the crap out of my wrist. So I was going 8 7 5 with a full tone bend. At the end of that, that'll lead us into the bridge. So I was just playing 4 5 4 on the 4th string and resolving to 5 of the 5th. And that's pretty much the whole solo. So let's go right back to the start of the section from that bend with the taps, play it at a gentlemanly pace, and then again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. And that was the delightful and delicious solo from Panama by Van Halen. Hope you guys have enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And please click the links in the description box to my Patreon, my Facebook, and you can also check out my Udemy courses, which are delightful. And I also have my book, Ultimate Shred Machine, which is out now if you want to up your chops in tapping, of course, sweeping, shred, and legato. Hope you guys have enjoyed the lesson, and I will catch you guys all very soon.